Hi everyone. Welcome to this detailed exploration of the USS Missouri, one of the most iconic battleships of World War II. This video is designed especially for model shipbuilders and history enthusiasts who want to create an accurate representation of the USS Missouri as she appeared in 1944. Inside, you will find a collection of historical photographs showcasing various sections of the ship, as well as images of other Iowa-class battleships from the same era. These rare photos allow us to see the real-life details of the ship's structure, fittings, and armament. To help you understand the ship's design even further, each historical photograph is followed by corresponding plans, sketches, and blueprints. These drawings provide valuable insights into the construction, layout, and intricate engineering behind the USS Missouri. Throughout the video, we will take a closer look at the ship's key sections, including the forward section and main deck, highlighting the bow area, wood decking, and essential firefighting gear. The motor whaleboat, life raft storage, and survival equipment such as floater nets and gas bottles. The superstructure, covering multiple levels including the first and second superstructure decks, the flag bridge, and the after air defense station. The Amidships gun emplacements, featuring 40mm gun tubs, fire control directors, and the platforms around the aft smokestack. The main mast, the after director tower, and key navigational levels like the bridge, pilot house, and air defense station. The foremast, complete with details on the SK2 and SG radar systems. The stern section, featuring the catapult, aircraft crane, and the powerful 16-inch gun turrets. Finally, a close-up view of the 5-inch twin guns and 20mm single guns, crucial for the ship's defense. With this combination of historical photographs and detailed blueprints, this video serves as a valuable reference for anyone looking to build a highly accurate model of the USS Missouri or simply explore the impressive engineering of this legendary battleship. The Iowa-class battleships were the pinnacle of American battleship design, fast, heavily armed, and built to dominate both the Atlantic and Pacific theaters of World War II. Designed in the late 1930s and early 1940s by the United States Navy Bureau of Ships, these warships were intended to outmatch their predecessors while keeping pace with evolving naval warfare strategies. At the time, battleships were seen as the ultimate expression of naval power. The Iowa class was conceived to provide the U.S. fleet with high-speed, heavily armed battleships that could keep up with aircraft carriers and engage enemy warships in direct combat. They combined heavy firepower, thick armor, and superior speed, making them the most advanced battleships of their era. The Iowa class consisted of 4 completed ships. USS Iowa, BB-61, the lead ship, launched in 1942. It served in both the Atlantic and Pacific, playing a key role in World War II, the Korean War, and Cold War operations. USS New Jersey, BB-62, the most decorated battleship in U.S. history, with extensive service in World War II, Korea, Vietnam, and even in the 1980s after being reactivated. USS Missouri, BB-63, the most famous of the class, known as the site of Japan's formal surrender on September 2, 1945, officially ending World War II. USS Wisconsin, BB-64, a veteran of World War II and the Korean War, it was reactivated in the 1980s and later used in the Gulf War, launching Tomahawk missiles. Two additional ships, USS Illinois, BB-65, and USS Kentucky, BB-66, were planned but never completed due to the shift in naval priorities toward aircraft carriers. Although the four completed Iowa-class battleships shared nearly identical designs, there were some minor differences. USS Missouri and USS Wisconsin, launched slightly later than Iowa and New Jersey, featured refinements in their armor layout and radar systems, enhancing their survivability and target acquisition. USS New Jersey had a slightly modified bridge design and fire control system, setting it apart from its sister ships. USS Wisconsin, the last of the completed class, received the most advanced upgrades during its service life, adapting to modern warfare needs. The USS Missouri, BB-63, featured in this video, represents the ultimate evolution of battleship design in 1944. Now, I would like to share some very rare facts about USS Missouri, BB-63, that may interest you. On September 2, 1945, when Japan signed its surrender aboard the Missouri, the ship's helmsman was a 19-year-old sailor named James Ward. He held the ship's course steady throughout the ceremony to avoid even the slightest movement. During the surrender signing, a special room on the ship was designated to store copies of the document and the pens used. After the war, the room was sealed, and it was only rediscovered decades later during Missouri's restoration. During the ship's modernization in the 1980s, the crew secretly engraved the words "The Last Salute to Truman" on one of the 16-inch guns. This was a tribute to President Harry Truman, a Missouri native, who had insisted that the surrender be signed aboard this very battleship. In 1998, when USS Missouri was being towed to her final resting place in Pearl Harbor, an unexpected bosun's whistle suddenly sounded on its own. This whistle was traditionally used to welcome high-ranking officers, yet no one on board had activated it. The event remains unexplained. Missouri has a hidden access shaft inside the barbets of its 16-inch guns. Engineers used this passage for quick access to the ammunition magazines, but its existence was not widely known for many years. During the Gulf War in 1991, Missouri fired the last armor-piercing 16-inch shells in U.S. naval history at Iraqi targets. However, one of the salvos was lost. Its exact landing location was never officially recorded. As part of its 1980s modernization, Missouri became the only battleship in U.S. history to be equipped with the Phalanx Sea-Whiz, an automated close-in weapon system designed to shoot down incoming missiles and aircraft. During the 1980s, a hidden bar existed inside Missouri's officer quarters, concealed behind a wall panel. It was an unofficial tradition among officers, even though alcohol was strictly prohibited on U.S. Navy vessels. The 2012 science fiction film Battleship featured the Missouri taking on an alien invasion. The main characters come up with the idea to reactivate the decommissioned USS Missouri to fight the extraterrestrial threat. Cher filmed her 1989 music video for "If I Could Turn Back Time" aboard the USS Missouri. Her performance was more provocative than expected, as she wore a revealing outfit and straddled one of the ship's 16-inch gun barrels during part of the video. The clip was well received, especially by the crew, but the U.S. Navy received some complaints. As a result, the captain of the Missouri later ordered the song to be played whenever the ship conducted resupply operations with other vessels. The wooden gangway used by the Japanese delegation to board the Missouri for the surrender ceremony was thought to be lost after the war. However, in the 1990s, it was accidentally rediscovered in a Navy storage facility in Pearl Harbor and subsequently returned to the ship. Since 1998, the USS Missouri has been permanently docked in Pearl Harbor, directly facing the memorial of the USS Arizona, which was sunk during the attack in 1941. These two battleships stand as powerful symbols, one marking the beginning of World War II for the United States, and the other representing its victorious end. Thanks for watching.